Hey guys, reviews and more, back with a quick item review. This is on iCloth. So first things first, I'll point out these were sent to me for free, so you'll see a little I think paid promotion thing down the bottom left hand corner because YouTube makes us click that. Otherwise, I'm not compensated by them. There may be an affiliate link in the bottom depending on if I choose to put it in the description. That if you click on that and go to their website and purchase, I get a little kickback. But again, you're not here for that. You're here for the main review. So without further ado, let's get right into it. They sent me 3 boxes. They based on their multi-pack, and the price range from these ranges from like $12 for 30 all the way up to the larger packs. You can get hundreds of them. I'll put the Amazon links in there so you can see the variety they have. These are not your standard lens wipes. They're not that made of like if you ever buy the little ones that come in little tiny packets, after they dry out, they must feel like they're paper. These are more like cloth, so these feel like a very, very strong, robust, I'm going to say paper towel that's woven instead of just stamped. My first fear was that there'd be a lot of felt and little lint pieces, but there weren't. But these are 70% isopropyl alcohol soaked wipes, so 70% isopropyl alcohol and 30% purified water. They are great for cleaning screens, and you'll see 3 mini tests. You'll see basically me clean a pair of glasses up close just so they know what they look like. But overall, super satisfied with these. I was a little nervous because I've never had someone send me a product to review before, so I was a little nervous about it. And I was like, oh, I talked to my wife. What am I going to do if I don't like it? Do I send it back? Do I have to contact them? What do I do? But thankfully, these worked out great. So now I will say this. I wouldn't make these your everyday, you throw a few packs in your bag kind of wipes. If you're someone who's in a job where you wear glasses and you got to wipe your lenses down a whole lot, this might get a little expensive. The wipes are fairly reusable, but the alcohol will eventually dry out. So if you're in a situation where you constantly have to wipe your glasses, this might get a little expensive. So as you can see with this first test, I'm obviously using lard. So I want to get something as greasy as possible in these glasses to see how well this cuts through them, because grease tends to be the main thing that gets onto your glasses due to fingerprints. You know, if you wear them on the top of your head, sometimes your hair will get them a little greasy. And this is the absolute worst case scenario for grease. So very quickly, you can kind of see how these are. They're a lot thicker than normal ones. You'll see a side-by-side comparison later on the video between these and some cheaper one-time use wipes. These are made in America, so that's a big deal to me. They're also made in the USA, so that's a pretty big bonus, all things considered. Especially like this, something like this, most cloth products, cleaning products, you're going to find they're made in other countries. These are made in the USA. Already, you can see that cut right through that grease. It was like it wasn't even anything. This is all real time. I'm being a little anal about it because I'm doing this for a review. Obviously, if I were just doing this normally, I'd fly through it. And then if you let it sit for about 10-15 seconds, the alcohol dries out. You see those little specks on there? That was actually liquid from the little wipe itself. So just keep that in mind. They do have a lot of alcohol in them because they're thick and they soak it up. They don't feel like a linty paper towel. It feels like almost like a reusable cloth, but it's not quite that robust and not that smooth. But it's great for, I think they also advertise on their website, this is from their website, that these make great things for cleaning and making sure that you have sterilized electronics. So school systems, office places where people are on computers a lot. This would be very, very good to basically make sure this stuff's wiped down effectively and a little more sterilized. Just depends on the context you're in, if these will qualify and allow you to continue to work a little easier. And there you see a bad side-by-side because my editing skills are not up to snuff. But there you see, just the side-by-side. Doesn't want to focus on it. Nice and pretty and clean. No scratches. Looks really nice. So overall, I'm really impressed with these things, guys. And again, this is a jelly test. I almost sacrificed my phone. The only thing I wouldn't do, because I was filming with it, was take one of my camera lenses. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that, because if it didn't work, I was a little worried. But I took my phone, it's up for the sacrifice, so I wiped it, put some jam and jelly on. This is the other thing you can get on stuff. Sticky, that's the other thing that gets on screens. If you think you got like a kid and you're trying to wipe down their little game tablet, etc., their little Nintendo Switch, whatever they got, they're going to get it sticky. They're going to get the stuff they ate on there because, you know, kids are gross. And so are adults. Adults are gross too. Wipes it down, runs through it super easy. And there you see a little bit of the stretchiness that's in the towel. It's not, again, this is not a standard little paper that's been soaked in isopropyl alcohol like some of the little, I'm going to call them wet nabs. That's kind of what they are. But these are definitely more robust, and they wipe right down, just cuts right through anything on there. And my wife took a big stack of these. She saw me working with them. She's like, these ones are mine now, because she wears glasses as well. So she's already kind of commandeered some of them because she likes them so much. And great item to throw into like a diaper bag, that kind of stuff for moms out there. But also because of the isopropyl alcohol, it does have some properties to kill germs and whatnot. So it's good if you're trying to sterilize certain areas. I'm not saying gives like any major 100% sterilization the way like you would like a bleach product, but it'll basically it'll kill most germs that any kind of rubbing alcohol or like hand sanitizer would. So there you go. Phone's nice and clean. Got a little bit of the residue that's still left over from the alcohol drying, but that's about it. Also, there was a protective screen on that particular phone, so it's gotten a little bit scuffed over time, and that's not anything I can fix with the paper towels. All right, we got some more lard. This time on an old laptop screen. So we got lard all over it. It's gross. It's nasty. I didn't clean it before applying the lard, so this was just a dirty screen anyway. I'm reusing the wipe from last time. It's got jelly and jam all over it, so let's see if it can still do the job. And as you can see, it's flying right through the lard. It's going to take a little bit because I kind of went a little overboard with it, but you see how nice, pretty, and clean it's coming, and that little bit of alcohol is drying off. You might see a few scratches. This is an old laptop. It's got a couple nicks and scratches on the actual glass that cannot be fixed with any wipe, so don't worry too much about that. But overall, you can just see these things work great, and you'll see in just a moment kind of a demonstration of just what a standard wet nap kind of lens cleaning wipe looks like versus these. I've actually since used this on my camera lenses. I just didn't want to do it on camera for fear that I damage them, but after using them a few times, I trust them. It works great, cleans things right up, and I highly recommend them. I would especially recommend them to people like photographers, because you don't want to cheap out and grab the cheapest lens wipes you can, because every now and then cheap means lower quality control, so there's a chance that you might get like a grain of dust that's going to scratch your lens in there. And these are just some bulk buy standard lens wipes. You notice how thin it is. You can see through it for one thing. You can see my fingers right through it there. And this is a standard lens wipe that you would buy in bulk, and this is the one you get from iCloth, and it is just much more robust, much thicker. It holds the alcohol much longer, which means you get a longer use of the item. And you kind of do my best. I'm doing my best here to do a side-by-side comparison, but they're both white, so it's difficult. But overall, super happy with it. And right here, you're going to see me stretch out that iCloth as hard as I feel comfortable, or what would be reasonable. Right there, really pulling. There's no give to it. It just goes right back to form. Just a little bit of give with this thing, and it rips. Different product altogether. I highly recommend these iCloth products. They are great, and I would especially recommend them for someone in a profession that requires use of lenses, laptops, or where keeping things sanitary is essential. For your average everyday person who's got to wipe down their glasses like once every couple hours, this might get a little expensive, might be on the expensive side. So you might want to focus more heavily on someone who is sitting there who occasionally has to clean glasses, maybe they have to occasionally wipe down their laptop, or your moms or dads every now and then who have to get just, their kids' stuff clean, their screens clean, make their toys sanitary, that kind of stuff. Overall, really happy with it, and I highly recommend the purchase. Thank y'all, and have a great day.